Welcome to Restaurant Barnfield, the finest establishment for turning your perfectly usable data into a delicious mess of confusion and cost. Tonight, we're cooking up our world-famous data spaghetti. Bon appetit! We'll start by considering the key properties of pasta in data architecture. First, performance. Good food takes time. We lovingly slow cook large batch jobs for hours, maximizing time to insight. And we avoid highly parallelized tools like Spark and Flink. As any health inspector will tell you, safe storage matters. Ideally, we waste money by storing large datasets on network drives rather than in blob storage like S3 or GCS. But if you are using blob storage, there's a way to burn money with practically no extra effort by setting up poor archiving and retention strategies. Let's see how. Generally, data can be stored on a spectrum from hot, which has low access fees and high storage costs, to cold, which has high access fees and low storage cost. You'll spend the most by storing data you access the most often in a cold archive, and the data you rarely access nice and warm, like a petrol station pasty. Next, access. Like any top-end restaurant, we want to add as many barriers to access as possible to give our guests a premium experience. We'll store little meatballs of data across multiple different systems, separating spheres with esoteric access controls for each system, then scatter them all over the data spaghetti to lower discoverability. Now, with how difficult it can be to discover the data exists, find out who owns it, confirm you have the right version, confirm that the data is clean, and then get access, many users will conclude that it's easier to just regenerate a dataset than to get access to an existing one, causing a proliferation of data silos. Now, scalability. Like a well-aged wine, we'll stick to traditional databases over modern lakehouse architectures like Apache Iceberg or Delta Lake. Traditional databases delight the palate by coupling storage growth with compute, thus limiting the ability to scale effectively with data volume. Another excellent pairing: why not just email files around? Now, the number of files you have increases with each person you email them to. Our sommelier recommends the fortified Excel file Jan's Sales Figures 2024, V2, Final, 1.1, Feb, matedit.xls. Delightful. On to trustworthiness. Here, we'll start by minimizing observability. Firstly, we're not going to track data lineage. Data lineage offerings are common among cloud platforms, allowing you to see the source of all your data and the processing steps it's gone through. But all this extra information just clutters our core concept, and guests won't enjoy the sausage once they know how it's made. We can also take this opportunity to disable audit logs. Audit logs would provide a clear trail of who did what in the event of an inquiry, say, as the result of a poisoning incident. And it's important to us to protect our staff from potential legal action. Finally, we come to automation. Our diners come to us for a handcrafted experience, so we'd never betray them with mass-produced garbage. Fortunately, there are lots of areas where we can introduce manual steps. First, orchestration. We only take reservations in person on the second Thursday of every third month, and advise you similarly to only use manually triggered ETLs. Better yet, have a series of ETLs that depend on each other. Just make sure to push back on proper orchestration solutions like Apache Airflow, which are as cold and efficient as online booking apps. Testing and deployments are also excellent opportunities to introduce frustrating manual steps, leading to the temptation to skip testing or reduce the frequency of releases. This can cause production bugs and helpful downtime, so you can have a nice nap in between courses. Fantastic. We've now prepared the main architectural dish. But what about implementation? There are two great choices here. First, hand-rolled garlic bread. Make everything yourself from fresh ingredients to yield a sumptuous combination of high upfront cost and high maintenance burden. Alternatively, we offer a cool tech salad. If you're in the mood for a Mera Afro-Eurasian fusion, then buckle up. We're going to glue together 5,000 different new and exciting specialized tools. This is a complex flavor that develops over time. It might even work at first, but the real fun begins 6 to 12 months down the line, where you can expect problems like high onboarding costs, a lack of support or online resources, and of course, dependency hell. The important thing here is that you should only pick one of the hand-rolled garlic bread or the cool tech salad. Attempting a bit of one with a bit of the other might end up with using the correct tools where they're a good fit and hand-rolling only the unique part of your use case, leading to a horrific productivity boost. Alas, our service now draws to a close, and we can no longer seat new diners. But fear not, we offer takeaways. Waste money with outdated compute tooling and incorrect data temperature. Hide your data, like meatballs in spaghetti. Keep data personal by emailing Excel files. Avoid accountability with no auditing or lineage tracking. Use as many manual steps as possible. And finally, hand-roll everything or apply every tool you've ever heard of and hope for the best. Now, you have the recipe for a perfect data spaghetti. Bon appetit!